In today's video, I'll be covering all the chaos going on in the beef market right now and different ways to bring down the elevated price of beef. This is Matthew from My Health Forward, and I want to say thank you for joining in my mission to regenerate America's soil and health. If you haven't yet, please consider becoming a paid subscription member to support my work and gain access to all the exclusive stories, content, and videos. After declaring that he was close to making a deal on beef, President Trump just announced that his plan to bring down beef prices and help struggling American ranchers is to import beef from Argentina. Trump is continuing to prioritize bailing out Argentina over investing in American supply chains. The announcement was expectedly met with strong opposition from American ranchers who've faced continual cuts throughout the year. Beef prices remain at record highs due to reduced herds from droughts, slowed imports from Brazil, halted imports from Mexico, and the Big Four's control over meatpacking. Ranchers are calling on the Trump administration to open more federal lands for grazing, continuing investments from the previous administration into local and regional meatpacking facilities, and introducing something like the Prime Act. This would allow ranchers to go to state-approved meatpacking facilities rather than USDA-approved ones for sale of their meat within the same state. As small family farms continue to close at record numbers, it's clear that strong agricultural leadership is needed in Washington, D.C., and all of us need to help support local farmers and ranchers. The next story is in regards to two of the four largest meat packers settling a lawsuit alleging price fixing. Tyson and Cargill just settled a combined $88 million class action lawsuit alleging price fixing. The price fixing allegations date back to 2019 when the meat packers used the Holcomb County fire plant as an opportunity to start increasing what they charged retailers and undercutting ranchers. Despite the fact that their processing capacity never actually declined, the meat packers were able to astronomically increase their margin and price spread. The meat packers have conspired for years to fix prices and are one of the major reasons why we've seen a decline in small American ranching and increased prices at the grocery stores. The two other meat packers, which collectively form the Big Four that has an oligopoly over 85% of meat processing, have not yet settled in the lawsuit. National Beef Packing Co. and JBS, both of which are Brazilian-owned, have denied any wrongdoing and refused to pay out any settlement. JBS, which is the single largest meat packer in the world, has a long history of alleged corruption that dates back well over a decade. JBS already settled another $83 million lawsuit earlier this year that alleged price fixing with ranchers, not with consumers. One of the biggest stories with JBS was their bribing of over 1,800 government officials. To tie this story back into what we were discussing earlier, JBS's subsidiary Pilgrim's Pride was the single largest corporate donor to Trump's inaugural 2025 fund. It's no surprise that 2 days after being sworn in, Trump's SEC Commissioner Paul Atkins greenlit the JBS IPO on the New York Stock Exchange. JBS has been denied this IPO multiple times and really wanted it because it's helping them to gain access to more capital on the largest stock market in the world. JBS has been able to avoid the fines for bribing government officials after a Supreme Court justice suspended all the fines, and his wife conveniently is a lawyer at JBS. Everything in the market is pointing to the fact that we need to work on strengthening local food systems and supporting local American ranchers. A great economical way to buy beef in bulk is through herd shares, and I created a guide that you can use to do this with local ranchers. You can also use my farm app with over 6,600 local markets, farms, ranches, and stands across the country to find local producers near you. Now the question of the day is somebody asking me if they have to worry about local meat markets sourcing their meat through Sysco. While Sysco is the major distributor for restaurants, I would not expect butcher shops and local meat markets to source their meat from them. However, it is possible for grocery stores and meat markets to source their beef from the Big Four. Most butchers and local meat stores will be quite transparent about where they source their beef from, so don't hesitate to just ask them. And as I stated before, I already mapped over 6,600 across the country, so I recommend looking through this for ones near you. Health tip of the day is about the healing power of music. A number of recent studies have found that music can help reduce feelings of pain and increase tolerance to pain. While the exact reasons behind this are still unknown, a lot of it could have to do with the vibrations and healing frequencies of music, as well as the emotional uplift that it gives us. This is why it can be so impactful for musicians or other live music performances to play in front of people in hospitals who are healing. So my recommendation to you is, if you're trying to recover from something, don't discount the impact that music can have. Thanks for listening today, and be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't.